Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the last day of the True Colors Fund 40 to None Summit. Thank you all for getting up early and being here today for the start of today. I'm going to kick us off with just describing for you and sharing with you some thoughts about my virtual reality project that we've set up here today at the conference. So it's a project that you can go ahead and experience for yourselves. Very excited about it. And I wrote my thoughts down because that's how I roll. So, about a year and a half ago, I attended the TED Women Conference in Monterey, California, and I was blown away by one particular presentation. First, it was by a Latinx pioneer in tech and a woman. Second, Second, her projects are virtual reality videos for social justice, otherwise known as immersive journalism. Noni de la Peña and her group of talented artists at Emblematic Group create innovative ways through these virtual reality videos to experience really important stories around hunger, subject matter like excessive use of force, domestic violence. It was really seriously moving work, and I was captivated and inspired. So when it was over, I walked right up to her and I said, I think we should make a virtual reality video for the LGBTQ community. And she said, let's do it. So for the last year and a half, we've been working on this. Actually, in June, we were invited by the White House to show one iteration of many. It's still in process. We welcome your feedback. It's been a really exciting process and one I'm really proud of. The potential for creating empathy around issues greatly affecting our youth excited me and motivated me as we moved forward. So many of our youth experiencing homelessness are youth whose lives touch on many intersections, whether they be gender identity, gender expression, race, class, sexual orientation, religion, citizenship status. And because of the intersections that exist in my own life, woman, multiracial woman, woman of color, queer, bisexual, Mexican, Irish, American immigrant, and raised by families heavily rooted in Catholicism on both my Mexican and Irish sides, I am deeply, deeply invested in projects that allow our youth's voices to be heard and that support our youth in owning their own complex narratives so that we can show up for them in the ways they need us to. Now, thank you. Thanks. So, finding the content for this first video was really challenging, actually, but with the help of the True Colors Fund, Jama Shelton, Twiggy Garcon, and last but not least, the executive director of the True Colors Fund, Gregory Lewis, we were introduced to Daniel Ashley Pierce, who captured the day that he came out to his family on his cell phone. He has been and was and still is incredibly generous, and he was so gracious in allowing us to build this virtual reality project from the ground up using the audio from his video, not to mention his recollection and his many contributions in recalling exactly what happened. This piece illustrates one way, just one way, that our youth wind up experiencing homelessness. So I want to say thank you to Daniel Ashley Pierce for that contribution. I also want to acknowledge the contributions of 3 LGBTQ youth leaders from the True Colors Fund who also participated in this project by sharing a little bit about themselves and, more importantly, their messages of hope at the end of the video. So make sure that once you see the main content, you wait for their messages of hope, which are beautiful and so much needed. You know, the faces of our LGBTQ youth who are experiencing homelessness are vast. There's so many different faces, and we need to see them all. So I'd like to thank them as well. Angel Toshiko Van Stark, Cynthia Domenzain Mejia, and Phoebe Van Cleef, who I believe is with us here today. Where are you at? Where are you at? Hey. Thank you so much. So my intention in creating this project, which could be a series of videos down the road, maybe, hopefully we'll see, is not only to educate and create healthy, productive, and healing civic dialogue in safe spaces, but it is also to create empathy. It's to create empathy for our youth in a world that is sorely lacking it. And so now, I would like to introduce you to the fierce Latina pioneer who inspired this project and who has led its creation with her beautiful mind, her heart, and spirit. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Noni de la Peña.